Peace, family. So I'm back with another one. So today what I want to do is I wanted to talk to my chosen ones about, they know they never gonna ride for you. You know what I'm saying? They know they never gonna ride for you. And it's something that correlates with everything else that we do it over here. You know what I'm saying? We are always putting ourselves in positions around other beings and entities, and for today I want to speak for as far as your longevity relationships that you have with friends, partners, spouses, you know what I'm saying? Not the shortcomings that's like an in and out, but more so of the people that you dealt with for years on at a time, you know what I'm saying? And what brought me to this subject today was I had an associate of mine / brother of mine, you know, brother from another mother, and it was like a small engagement, and long story short, he was basically making a statement saying something like he don't want to get in the middle of it, or he don't have nothing to do with it. And I was thinking to myself already, because it's already been a numerous of things that kind of led to me already coming up with this conclusion already with our ship that we have together, you know what I'm saying? It's like he knew from when we started banging together and vibing together that it was only surface level, you know what I'm saying? And I could see that back then, but when you transitioning and you growing through situations with people, you know what I'm saying? And this was before I got all the way to where I'm at and still growing and going up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you think that it's deeper than surface level because you done had certain engagements and situations with these beings that's around you, when all actuality, they've been showing you the whole time that they don't vibe on the same frequency where you think y'all vibing at. So you got y'all ship up here in your spirit world, but in their spirit world, they got y'all ship down here. You know what I'm saying? And that always tends to bump heads as you start to grow and you become more vocal about what's going on within you and what you got going on outside of you. You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter how many situations you put yourself in with these other beings or entities, like, it's always gonna be these subtle signs in between there when dealing with them that's gonna let you know that they not gonna ride with you. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna ride with you. Even him saying something as small as like, "Oh, that's you and your brother. I don't have nothing to do with that," or some shit like that. Which that was some shit he threw out there off the wall himself. But in my mind, because I done been friends with brothers before, so if I got some associates over here and I'm cool with one of the brothers, if I fuck with this brother first and I've been fucking with this brother more, and I don't really know this brother and I just met this brother, I'm always gonna tell this brother, whether it's the younger brother, older brother that I fuck with, that I'm gonna fuck with you over your brother. That's how my energy always work. Like, that's how I ride. Like, if I fuck with you and I vibe with you, I got you. And I'm gonna let it be known behind the scenes and publicly. But these other witchy motherfuckers, it's hard for them to get into a place of accepting that they ain't shit and they know they not gonna ride with you. Like, if they ride with you, then that mean they jeopardizing themselves, and then they helping you and they hurting themselves, because their objective is to goddamn be null and void or hurtful, harmful, and witchy in your fucking life. And the shit is crazy, because it's like, you would think if you've been in a relationship you know what I'm saying, with your associates, your peers, your friends, all these other things, these titles we want to put on. You would think if you've been in a relationship with these people that it would have more substance to it than it does. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all understand now that it doesn't matter, you know, how long you know somebody, that doesn't add more value to the relationship based on the longevity of it. You can meet somebody in a shorter span and have more value in that relationship than you did with somebody you know for 10, 20, 30 years. So get into this place with these separate individuals, because as you ascend, it's people fucking dropping off. It's like a beanstalk, or like a fucking, yeah, let's just use the beanstalk. It's leaves on each side, you know what I'm saying? So as you keep going up, eventually one gonna fall here, one gonna fall there on this side, one gonna fall on that side, one gonna fall on this side. And the great thing about all of this shit though is, for real, is like, the more people that show that they not gonna ride with you and fuck with you, even on the smallest scale, you know what I'm saying, it leaves way more room for new energy, you know what I'm saying? You clearing out space. They just helping make the process faster, you know what I'm saying? In your mind, and I already knew in my spiritual realm, I already knew that this motherfucker really won't gonna ride with me. Certain situations just make you think that people are, when they back is kind of up against the wall and they in tight spaces. But even being in tight spaces, they still show you, even in those places, like, this is fucking convenient right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's convenient for me to ride with you, it's convenient for me to fuck with you right now, you know what I'm saying? And they'll put that front on like this shit is loyal, like it's something they would do. But when the tables turn and they actually have themselves in a better physical position, you'll see that they're not extending their hand, they're not extending their energy, they're not doing any of the above to kind of show you that they value your time and your energy, or that they do now to this present time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them people that I pull up to everyone. I done pulled up on my cousins, I done pulled up for my nephews, I done pulled up on my aunts, my siblings. I'm one of them beings that I'm gonna pull up, because in my spirit world, it's like, why not create a bond with everybody if I can, you know what I'm saying? If these people genuinely want one, okay, in my world, okay, y'all have a car, y'all don't have a car, whatever the excuse may be, y'all not making the trips, you know what I'm saying? But in my world, I done got myself to a better space, so it's like, well, I'll go out to you, I'll come to you, I'll go here, I'll go there. But when you do that over a numerous amount of time or years, and you realize it's not being reciprocated, ain't nobody fucking pulling up on you, you know what I'm saying? Every time I take a trip out to the motherfucking, to the beach area, Virginia Beach, if I go out that way, tide water anyway, you know what I'm saying? I hit my people, yo, what's poppin', bro? You around the way? You know what I'm saying? And I pull up on them, even if it's just for 2 seconds, you know what I'm saying? But I'm out in his area, that's how my vibes sit. But, it's been times when I just went out my way to go vibe too, you know what I'm saying? But it's never reciprocated. It's never reciprocated. They're gonna show you time and time again that they don't fucking ride with you, you know what I'm saying? But what happens is, for me, I've always been a warrior anyway, so I've always been cool doing my own thing. I don't give a fuck how a motherfucker feel. Like, you gotta show me that you can beat me, motherfucker. And if you can, I guarantee you're gonna have to work. So, and that's speaking physically and spiritually. Like, this is a full-time thing. This isn't something that's like an act or a front. Like, when you realize, like, and you start growing into your space, that's why this shit is comfortable for me. The only thing that's different is that I don't have people around me as of right this second, you know what I'm saying, communicating with. But it's always been to just be organic, you know what I'm saying, and stand on your toes, stand in what you believe in publicly and behind the scenes. Stand for what you believe in behind the scenes and publicly. You know what I'm saying? So when you create these spaces and you start to raise your energy like that, you know what I'm saying? And you start to build that confidence in yourself. You already know there's way more witchy motherfuckers out here anyway, so you're gonna need your confidence anyway. So it ain't no point of always trying to run around and humble yourself for a bunch of weak ass motherfuckers who ain't doing shit, and you know they not gonna ride with you. I done humbled myself enough of my goddamn life around these motherfuckers. Even when I still be in positions around these motherfuckers, I still humble myself, because it's almost like, you know what, I'm gonna turn my light down some, because I don't want y'all to feel ashamed or feel embarrassed or start looking at yourself in a negative way, because I feel good about myself on the inside, motherfucker. Like, just understanding, you know what I'm saying, like, when these people start removing themselves, or you start removing them as well, or it's a combination of both, you making way for new energy to come into your life. It hasn't been one person that I haven't removed that I didn't make way for new life and new energy to be able to be present in my life. If I'm still making waves with this energy, then that energy is kind of taking up my time. So whether it's hard or not hard to remove that energy, which I will do a subject on, you know, removing ourselves from friendships as well too, because that's the same thing as how we have to remove ourselves from our spouses and partners and all these other things that we deal with on a sexual level too. You know what I'm saying? You got friends and people that you've been through some crazy shit with, and you still have a spiritual connection with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's not sexual, but you still have that spiritual tie that you still have to break when you letting go and you going your different ways. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't want to run it up too long. Tap into everything down below. Peace and love to the kings and queens.